Now to our other top story of the night. It's going to be a busy beginning of the week for travelers heading to work or maybe going back home from the holiday weekend, Carl.
Yeah, it's really, if you can adjust your travel plans, I would maybe just keep a watchful eye on it. Tune in tomorrow. But if you can work from home Monday or Tuesday, if you have that perk, I would maybe start maneuvering the schedule because it is going to be a little dicey, shall we say. But it is this winter storm watch that we are keeping track of. And, this is telling us that conditions are favorable for snow to kind of develop. It's not yet a warning. So we're just kind of in the wait and see phase of whether this gets upgraded or whether it just goes to an advisory. But it's for Cuyahoga, Lake, Geauga, and Ashtabula counties. We're in for some pretty decent snow, and we're going to walk you through that. But again, it's not just the snow. I think if snow was falling without any wind, this would not be as much of a problem. But those winds are going to be gusting up to about 35 miles per hour, and then it swirls. Then it turns into that snow globe effect. You know what I mean? And it just takes a little wind to make it very, very difficult out on the roads when you're driving. So here's your hour-by-hour forecast. Really, really important stuff that we're going to go through here, brought to you by National Design Mart. As we go through Sunday, it is cloudy to start. We bring in the rain as we go toward the lunch hour. This is a steadier rain, so it actually is going to be quite noticeable as we go through 1, 2, 3 o'clock. We have it here at 5 o'clock, and you'll notice that temperatures do get a bit of a bump, so we'll be in the low to mid 40s, but then the cold front moves through. And this is what's going to kind of change the entire feel around Northeast Ohio, because down go the temperatures, some spotty wet snow showers to kick things off Sunday night. Not a big concern. But as we head toward Monday morning, notice areas like out towards Geneva, Menor, and out towards Ashtabula and Chardon. You'll notice that lake effect snow band starting to hug areas right along the lake. If you're in Worcester, Dover, New Philadelphia, Akron, Canton, this is not going to be an event for you. You're going to have to wait a while to get even a little bit of snow. So again, it's for areas from the airport and further eastward. And then as we go toward Monday morning, there's a quick burst of snow that gets close to downtown, but watch as this just kind of wobbles back and forth, and it really just hugs areas as you travel right along I-90 up towards Ashtabula, and that's really going to be the target there. Notice that everybody else is staying dry. That's the big kind of concern here. So as we go toward Monday evening, this is the primary concern that we're seeing so far. So I'd say from Monday at about 7 o'clock, lasting through the overnight, it's that consistent band that just does not want to shift, and the temperatures are getting colder, so it allows for that lake effect snow to intensify along with the wind, just all the ingredients lining up here. And then it will continue into Tuesday at 2 a.m., 4 a.m. It starts to sink a little further south, and this is when it will really impact Cleveland, and then down towards Akron, Canton, Worcester. You'll finally get in on some snow by Tuesday. In terms of how much snow you can expect from this is a preliminary model, but at this point, it is suggesting generally about 3 to 5 inches. But again, there's so much variance that could happen in terms of the intensity of the lake effect snowband and really the placement of it. But I'd say the bullseye of this is really up towards northwestern Pennsylvania and southwestern New York. So that's what we're dealing with. Now, also those winds are going to be very gusty. Watch as those winds, the yellow numbers, get up to about 25, 30, 35 miles per hour. And this is just from Sunday into early Monday. But look at those wind gusts out of the west. It's going to help drive some of that lake effect snow right into the snow belt. So Monday, very blustery too. It's really just going to be uncomfortable. You factor in the cold. It's just going to make for a really rough stretch across Northeast Ohio. So here's the look at your Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast. So periods of rain, then we bring in the lake effect snow really for areas east, but we've got a lot to consider as we have a cool down, and then we'll start to warm things back up as we head toward the weekend. But wow, a little bit of everything, Neil, that really will just kind of say this is winter in Northeast Ohio. We're getting kind of a sneak peek and an early taste of it.
I can get through one day in the low 30s if we get a 50 degree weekend day.
Yeah, there's a treat at the end of this.
Yeah, so I'm not mad about this. All right, we can push through.
That's
folks.
the spirit.
We can push through.